welcome to Deadlift Fundamentals Hip Drive. Now before watching this video, I want you to check out these three, talking about beginner form and stabilization, foot stance, and the setup. Now if you don't watch these videos first, you can really hurt yourself while doing the deadlift. So if you're watching this video and saying, I don't need to watch those, then you of all people should probably watch these videos first. So check these out, and now let's move on to this exercise where we're going to be focused on hip driving for the deadlifts. Now, some key points that I want you guys to focus on while I'm doing this is that I'm going to get into the loaded position, which you guys saw in the setup video. Once I'm in the loaded position, you're going to notice that I'm going to be pushing through my heels, which is going to force me to drive through my legs, which is going to cause a hip extension, which is going to give me that hip drive that I'm looking for. Now, if you're hip driving properly, you're going to feel your glutes and your hamstrings contract and really help you with this movement. As you drive through the hips, you're going to have to rip your shoulders back and keeping your scapula retracted as much as you can. And as you drive through the hips and rip your shoulders back, that's going to help you get into the ending position, which is just like this. Now, one thing you want to be super careful of, well, there's a few things, but what I want you to focus on at the top is to make sure you don't get into hip hyperextension. If you hyperextend your hips like this, you're going to put a lot of pressure on your lumbar spine, so don't do it. Get to the top, lock out, so extend your hips, but don't hyperextend. Now, a few key things I want to talk about when doing the movement, driving through the hips, is first of all, you don't want to arch your back, you don't want to drop your shoulders, and you definitely don't want to turn your deadlift into a Romanian deadlift. So this is what I mean. So I'm going to get into my loaded position right now. So once I'm in the loaded position, you might come up with your butt first like this and lock out your knees. And whether your back is straight, rounded, or curved like this is a Romanian deadlift position. Your legs are straight and you're pulling up. And if you're doing a lot of weight, a super heavy deadlift, this is going to put a lot of pressure on your lower back and you could really hurt yourself. So, if you're doing a Romanian deadlift, we have a video for that. Watch that. However, this is a regular deadlift, so don't do it. Now, you can also do the load correctly and drive through the hips and still curve your back. So you want to be very careful and watch this. And what I mean is, get into the loaded position. You can still push and drive through the hips and then let your shoulders come down. And once your shoulders come up like this and you're not keeping your scapula retracted, you notice that my hands are really far away from my body. So if I'm holding all this weight like that and my shoulders are rolled forward, that's putting a lot of pressure on my lumbar spine too. If everything is back where it's supposed to be, the bar is dragging up my shins and over my thighs, you'll notice that everything's nice and tight. I'm not going to get that pressure in the lower back and hurt myself. So, let's go over this. Keep in mind all those key points that we just talked about. All right, get into the loaded position. Just like this. I didn't fully extend and hurt myself by going all the way back. I locked out, stood up straight. I'm going to come back down, push back up. I'm driving through the heels, which is forcing me to drive through the hips, getting a lot of hamstring and glute engagement for the entire exercise, and I am feeling great. Now, just like any other exercise, if you don't practice proper form, you can hurt yourself. So if you've taken the time to watch our previous videos, and then this one, and you've practiced everything properly, go give the deadlift a shot. Let us know how you feel, if it's improved, if you've done it before, and then join us on ScottHermanFitness.com for more tips and tricks. And as always, more good stuff coming soon. See you guys.